What's good, guys? It is I, Jaytakeapic, coming through live from my new space in Nairobi, Kenya. I am a lifestyle blogger. In case you're new here, subscribe because my videos tend to be quite lit. And in case you're part of my notification gang, welcome back and happy freaking New Year. So today's video is something I have held very dear to my heart. 2018 was trash. Like, honestly speaking, can we just acknowledge what the actual trash was that? I feel like we all came out of that year just like not knowing what happened. Like, I sat down at the end of the year. Yeah, I had a nervous breakdown on the 25th of Christmas. It was the first time without my family around. They left for the coast, and I can't explain it because I was surrounded by friends who are like family to me, and I had a pretty awesome day. And when I got back home, I shut down. I just like had the most, it was just like terrible. I just like couldn't, I was in this dark place that didn't make any sense to me, and I had to take myself out of it. And I have a bad habit, a really bad habit of when that happens to me, I go off the grid. So just in case you're one of my friends who, you know, that period of time when I couldn't be found, that's your apology. It's done. Anyway, so today's video is 9 lessons I'm bringing into 2019. So during my period of solitude, I was able to jot down some things that I felt that I needed to actually do for me to be able to prosper and conquer 2019, because 2018 I really just like survived. I did. And this year I turned 30, and I'm just like, I want to do more than survive, because I feel like who you are is who you surround yourself with. So if I want to survive, all my friends survive. And if I want to thrive, then all my friends thrive, which is what I saw last year, because most of us are just like making it by, you know, just making it by. And I'm pretty sure some of you will agree. So yeah, let's get into it. One, even before we start the video, maybe just let me say this, breathe. I got some really shocking news the other day. It really took me back. And I hadn't realized in my head just how far I had come for such news not to bother me anymore. That when the news came, my initial reaction was just like, I was a mess, and I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening to me. But then it took a while for a friend of mine to tell me, just breathe. And she made me realize how far I had come and where I had come from. So in case you haven't done it yet today, take a breather, just like acknowledge the space that you're in, acknowledge that it's gonna be okay, acknowledge the progress that you've made. So yeah, let's do this video now. 1, make yourself a priority. Friends, listen, 2019, please. I'm sorry if I can't come for a baby shower, because that day I was just resting, because I work 7 days a week. And today is that one day when my brain and my body decided they can't do it. I know it's kind of harsh when you put it that way, but I found myself not doing a lot of things last year for people, and it sucked. It sucked to some extent, and I made myself feel very guilty for it. And I had to sit down and just realize why exactly. I have a very hectic job, And some of you will say like, oh, maybe there's some of us who are doctors, there's some of us who do this, there's some of us who do this. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, when I come and lay in my bed, my mind is not your mind. Maybe I'm not as strong as you are. And sometimes you just have to sit back and realize like, wait a minute, I need to tell myself that in this particular moment, it's okay for me to actually not do this, because where my mind and my body is at, can't. Number 2, actually do more. Hey, I feel like this one is it's a real one. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you just feel like you ukona vitu mob kwa to-do list yako lakini haufanyi kitu yoyote, you know, like I can't explain it. Like your to-do list is constantly this big, and the amount of things that you do on it are just like this, and every day you just like keep adding and keep adding and keep adding. I would say this: take everything in stride. Don't overwhelm yourself with so many. I hope you guys didn't hear that car. It was very annoying. So I hope you guys like take everything in stride, because if you take your to-do list and you have your priorities and you have like items that you can do a little later, that's how you're gonna do it. When you go to bed at night and you tick off what you've done on your to-do list and what you've not done, don't feel bad. Do everything with the best ability that you can. And at the end of the day, when you go to bed and you can pat yourself on the back and be like, yo, Jason, you did a good job. You know what I'm saying? You're so beautiful. You're so wonderful. You're great. Pat on the back. Kiss on the cheek. Because you're single. Anyway. Next. Thirdly, don't live in the grey. Like, sijauliza maswali ka 2018, tuko mwaka gani? I really asked questions. You guys, are you just like not tired of being with the same people and just like never knowing what you guys are, or being in the same job and not understanding like why you constantly have to run and hide, constantly feel scared because you never know what the truth is or what to expect? Next point is, there's always an alternative. Hey, if you're like me, I personally, like, me vile nakuanga nimejijua, the way I know myself, I panic for like a living, you know? That's what I do. Panic at the disco. Hey, no, I never panic at the spot. Okay, but seriously though, I had to learn in 2018 that there is actually an alternative. Like, there's always a way to go around something. Let's say I'll give you like the easiest way. If, let's say, you missed your flight, there's always an extra charge, right, that can allow you to get another flight. So if it's something you can avoid, you know, like, always think to yourself, like, if I leave the house maybe 3 hours earlier, there's a possibility I will miss my flight. But then if you ask yourself, like, okay, I've left the house because last year I missed many flights. Wow. Jumbo Jet really made money off me last year. Wow. Yeah. So that's why, like, I became more calm. Actually, that's how, you know, it was like a lesson, but it was an expensive lesson. It was very expensive. I feel like this is like something that's very, very dear to my heart. Acknowledging where you are. You know, like, it's so weird that we are in the generation of good vibes and positive vibes all the time, that people really never acknowledge the fact that our kosawa, like, nobody ever has that moment where they sit down with themselves and they tell themselves, I'm not okay today, I'm not okay. And I think that's genuinely what happened to me last year, when I put out so many good vibes that I'm sending out good vibes, but then I'm leaving myself empty. And it got to a point where I didn't realize I was on E. And you see, the problem with that is it ended up in a lot of turmoil. I ended up getting high blood pressure at the end of the year. It was just a weird 2018 was just trash. I feel like every time I say 2018 is trash, we should do like a drinking game, you know, like for real though. So acknowledge where you are. If you're not in a good space, find someone you can talk to. If you're someone like me and you're not somebody who likes to talk about their problems, there's always that one person. I have 2 best friends at all times who I can be able to tell my different problems. So you see, that makes things very easy for me. So if it's this kind of issue, I can be able to talk about that. If it's this kind of issue, I can be able to talk about that. Like, figure it out. Just be able to tell someone, you know what, actually I'm not okay today. And if they said, you want to talk about it, and you said no, I just want to acknowledge it. And it's very, very important. You might share good vibes, positive vibes, please, to year 2018. If you're going to actually have good vibes this year, fam, mean it from the bottom of your heart. Put it out there, expect sunshine, be sunshine. If you're having a shit day, fam, close the curtain, chill, breathe, acknowledge, and then move. Then the next point is let your hair down just a little bit. Have some fun. You know, you're my shiny moja. Enter the sport. Go for a hike. Go for a snorkel. I was trying to think of what I did in December and I was like, what did I do? What is it called? I was gonna say the Little Mermaid. Then I realized that I sounded really, late. So the next point is do something you actually love. So I've been very fortunate to surround myself with people who do what they love, like on a daily, like to make money. It's exciting to watch. Like it's absolutely so cool. And people like Joy Candy, people like Kaluhi who quit their job, Lyra, Mulunda, who like actually makes bomb ass food, you know, and is making money from it now. It's just so inspiring. From all my personal friends who actually do, you know, the 9 to 5, but then they're in these jobs that they do and they enjoy. Shout out to you, Mudhani, because like, you know, you love law, and I know you're watching this and you're just like, and I'm just like, I love you, babe. But then it's inspiring to watch, babe, and it's exciting to see their journeys. I must say, I'm not ready for me to quit my job yet, because I do enjoy what I do and I love creating content. So what that means is, even when my job gets a tad bit stressful and I have, let's say, the weekend where I can be able to create content, for me that's like a form of self-care, you see, because I'm able to sit down, I'm able to edit a video, and for me editing a video it's not as stressful a process as it is for most people, because I get to learn things every time. I get to see like, oh, I get to relive memories. And I think we are in this generation where people call self-care like one of the most expensive things, because everybody says, oh, you have to go to the spa, you have to do this, you have to do this. But self-care is really about how you care for yourself. And if your mind and your heart are cared for by doing something like creating content, or by you coming home and making a shitload of chapos, you know, and like you go feed people, then that's your self-care. Don't have to prescribe to what everybody else is doing. What makes you happy is what makes you happy at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? TED Talk. Ideally, I am a people pleaser, so I will find myself doing things that please people but then end up exhausting me. And this one took me a while. At the beginning of the year I was pleasing people. At the end of the year people were pleasing me. What? That didn't come out right. Yeah, you get that point. Just learn how to say no more. Like, it's important. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. And my last one, that I'm really excited about is because it's kind of tied into my 2019 goals, which I don't know if I want to share. Okay, you guys tell me in the comment section below if you guys want me to share my 2019 goals. I think it will also be nice to have like a space where I can hold myself accountable, but I want to do things that scare me this year. Remember a couple of years back I had the year of yes, and this is the year of things that scare me. I'm already even terrified. So like one of my big goals for this year is to make sure I go skydiving. Hey, I've already started saving. Fam, it means up to save 35,000 shillings. It's a lot of money, but I know through a period of time when I save, it won't be as hectic to pay up front. So that's one of my goals for this year. I want to scare the shit out of myself, do new things, experience new things, experience things with new people, experience things with my people that I wouldn't have ordinarily done. I went snorkeling for the first time and I was with Fena. I literally saw Fena learning how to swim early in our friendship, and we met maybe like 10 years ago. Yes, maybe 10 years ago. And to see her thriving in the ocean was just like one of the most amazing moments I've experienced, because I was actually there when she experienced something for the first time and I was experiencing for the first time. So if she was too scared to do it, then we couldn't have experienced it together. So yeah, 2019, I want you guys to scare the shit out of yourself. I want you guys to go forth. I want you guys to literally thrive. Nataka thrive. Wacheni kusurvive fam. Wacheni your story. Your story Bambi. I Bambis. Wamlambis wamnyonyez. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys next week for a new video. Bye.